Alright guys, so today we are going to be changing the guibo on this car. Finally broke. I'm not too stressed about it though. It's a common issue in BMWs. Any of you BMW guys know that the guibo is a common failure point. I started getting this really random vibration just out of nowhere, and that's kind of why I put the SSRs on, was to kind of diagnose to see if it was just a tire that needed to be balanced, but it was still the same and it's still very random. Luckily, the last owner of this car was very adamant about maintenance and even had parts ready to go that he knew were common failure points in the car, and I already have an OEM guibo ready to go in the car. So we're going to go ahead and throw it on. I'm not even going to look up how to do this. I'm going to see how it goes on. I've seen it before because I've always wanted a BMW, so I've always looked at forums and read all this stuff. So I'm familiar with this already from like looking at E36s. So we're going to go ahead and just send it right now and see where it gets stuck. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jack the car up. The diff's actually super tucked in here because the diff's right here. So I got like all this bumper I have to go through. So let's go ahead and get this guy up in the air, and then we can kind of inspect what's been going on because I haven't actually really dug into like the suspension and all the stuff that's in the car. So let's do it real quick. Alright guys, so we got the car on jack stands. It actually has these like plastic blocks for the jacks to fit under, so that's kind of cool on BMW's behalf. While we're at it, I've got this dump here, and what the car has, it has a V-band before the muffler. In STX rules, you're allowed to dump the exhaust anywhere past the driver. So the last owner put a V-band right before the muffler, so that way you can drop the muffler, reduce that weight, and dump right out. So I'm curious to see how it sounds. He says it's pretty loud, so we're going to throw it on when we're done and see what it sounds like. So there's that V-band I was talking about, so we're going to take it off, drop the muffler. Really curious to see what it sounds like. Well, some of you guys are typing comments. Probably already knew the guibo was on the front of the transmission. So yeah, this is embarrassing. So I'm going to go ahead and lift up the front of the car now. So now that I have the front of the car up, let's see if I can show you. It's kind of tight under here because this car's so low. So that opening there, that opening there, it's hard to see, but the guibo is inside of there. So it's kind of nice that BMW made an access hole for us to change it out. So I'm going to struggle with this for the next 10 minutes and then we'll have it out. Well guys, this is awkward, but the guibo on the car looks actually brand new right now. Cracking, no flex. I mean, it feels just as flexible as that new one that's over there on the desk right now. So I don't know what it is. It's kind of been a random vibration. I've noticed it more frequently on cold mornings, but sometimes not on cold mornings, and I've even noticed it randomly come up when it's warm. I don't know what it is. It's kind of a weird vibration. I got no play in the wheels right now, so I checked that. I'm almost wondering if a warped rotor could cause it, just since the pad rides on the rotor surface, and if the rotor is warped enough, maybe it's causing it through heat cycles. That seems like a really big stretch though. Alright guys, so I had this idea. I was like, oh, let me go and tighten all the bolts, because this car has seen a lot of racing in its life, and generally when you're doing racing, a lot of times bolts come loose. Like a lot of times race teams will actually mark their bolts, because after a big event they can go and find which bolts have loosened up. Just a common thing that happens, because at the racing level you see so much more vibration. You see so many more vibrations than the OEs intend the car to ever see in its life. So look at this. Let's see if I can get a better video. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that bushing's moving. This bolt is very loose. Let's see if you can see it from here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little bit of play in about a millimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up because that bushing is good. It is polyurethane, and I think we'll go. And there's little things to fix. Like, look at this. There's a brake duct from the factory here. So, but looks like from a cone hit or something, the plastic came loose. So I'm going to fix that up real quick. Well, since that turned out to be an easy fix, let's go through the setup of the car. So there's the JRZ shock and coilover. There's UUC sway bars. Now that lower control arm actually has a custom-made Delrin bushing. That's an offset bushing, so I'm not sure if you guys can see it here. Where that bushing is offset to push this arm out to give more camber. That's custom made. Apparently, talking to the last owner, there's only a few of these bushings out in any cars. So then this other control arm has a I think poly bushings, and this are more Delrin. I can't remember exactly on that one. It's definitely a harder material, just feeling it. I believe this is also from a 1M or an E92 M3. You're allowed to do that. I could be wrong. Stainless steel lines. Spacers, because these cars are a pain in the butt to fit tire under. That's why the last owner had a set of Ford Stars made that I haven't mounted tires on them yet. These are E90 calipers. I'm not sure if these are E90 rotors though, but yeah, that's what we got going on here. So here in the back we got the JRZs here, then sway bars, links, all the same stuff, bunch of poly goodies, and that's about it. That's what it looks like here under this car. So then tucked in there we got the custom 1.5 weight diff. It is a 3 clutch plate diff, custom made, 1.5 weight type, and a 30/90 ramp rate for those that want to know more about the car. And then, as you guys know, got the brides and the M steering wheel. Ooh, what a good combo. Who would have thought? So I'm going to throw these Cose wheels back on for daily use, and let's throw on that exhaust as well. Alright, the 90-degree downturn is on. Let's go ahead and see how this sounds. It's pretty loud. Let's give it some revs. That doesn't sound bad. That sounds really good. Alright, so before we lower the front, what's kind of cool about these cars is they actually give you like this very obvious jacking point right there, and it's just kind of nice, you know, to know slide there, go in the hole, lift up, you know, very easy for us men to understand. Go in the hole. All right, let's go for a drive real quick, see how it feels. You know, it feels weird going from the Z to this car because the Z is like so much touchier in the low end. I felt like this car was kind of broken for a second. I mean, it is a BMW, so wow. I have the 2 most unreliable cars from both Europe and Asia. So, new suction cup mount's working great, by the way, guys. But you know what? But no vibration. It actually feels a lot smoother than before, also, even when it wasn't bad. So I think it's fixed. This is about the speed where I'd really get bad vibration on like its first drive. So I think it's fixed. So we're ready for autocross next week. So stay tuned for that. We'll see how I can do in a car with some pedigree. And number 3, I wasn't counting. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, comment, and thank you for watching.